meters squared per kilogram squared.
No.
What's wrong?
Okay.
All right, now. Yeah, I just wrote this down. You have the G, you don't have, well, the rest of it's given in the problem, yes. All right, so we're going to solve this out. I'm going to write out the formula and plug in the numbers. Or I'm just going to plug in the numbers, actually. So it's going to be T equals to the famous rapper. Thank you. Times my radius. Now, what's my radius here? 4.495 times 10 to the 12th meters. And that's going to be cubed. And then it's going to be divided by, I've got to use my radical stretcher there. The gravity is 6.67 times 10 to the negative 11 newtons meters squared per kilogram squared times the mass of the sun, which is 1.99 times 10 to the 30th kilograms, right? All right, now you've got to be careful when you put this in your calculator. I'm going to start off by going 2 pi.
You put to the 3, it's supposed to be the 30th.
Where?
On the top. Oh, never mind. What is it supposed to be?
It's to the third power because it's r cubed.
Okay.
It's 10 to the 12th and then cubed.
So in the original formula, it's r cubed, not r squared?
Where?
It's r cubed, yeah.
Oh, it looks like a 2 on the board.
Oh. It should have been a cube. That's a 3, isn't it?
Yeah.
Keep that right there. This is a very large number. Are we going to write out this full number, or are we going to change it to where it has an extra number?
No, we're gonna put it in human terms in just a second. But I haven't even put it in the calculator yet. So I'm gonna have 2 times pi times the square root of. Now I've got a parentheses there. I'm gonna need another parentheses right there, also opened up, so that it reads everything out the way I want it to. It's gonna be 4.495 times 10 to the 12th. All right, I'm going to need to close out the parentheses for that. And then I'm going to need to close out my parentheses for the that's in front of the 4.495. Here, let me put this up here so you can see what I'm typing in. Tell me when it's best. That's probably as good as it's going to get there. And I'm going to cube that. Alright? Then that's going to be divided by, I need to open my parentheses showing multiplication. Then I'm going to have a second parentheses to start my next number, which is 6.67 times 10 to the negative 11. Close out that parentheses for my negative 11, then close out the parentheses for the 6.667 times 1.99 times 10 to the 30th. Close out that parentheses. Alright. I need to close out my parentheses for my multiplication in the denominator, then I need to close out my parentheses for the square root. And I push enter, and I get 11,000. Is that right? 11, not 11,000, but 11 something. Is that not what y'all got?
I got like 5.
Everybody got like different stuff.
I got 5. I got 5.
Yeah, that's what's supposed to be. That's what's supposed to be. So I've done something wrong. 5. Okay, let me go back up here. Second entry, so I don't have to recopy it off. I need to. I know it works if I put a parentheses right here. So I'm going to go second. Insert parentheses. I thought I could leave that parentheses off and it wouldn't matter. No, I still got the same thing. So that's not where my error is. Oh, this 10 to the 12th cubed. I'm just cubing the 12 instead of the entire thing. There. That's right.
Okay, so what'd you do?
I forgot, Darian, I forgot to have this parentheses right here because as it was, I was just keeping the 12.
So how you do the list? Entry,
You go second enter, and that gives you the last thing that you typed in.
okay, so how you edit it?
Okay. Yeah. So we need to just
Huh?
just move your cursor around like that.
Not
Where do
in
you want?
Newton. That's in the.
You want it cubed? Okay. So when you get there, you go insert, second insert, and then you want to close out parentheses. Do that. Anybody else have a question there? Now, what is that in terms of? Seconds, right?
Okay,
Do we? Yes.
How do you get seconds when there's no seconds in the problem?
Because a newton is a kilogram meter per second squared.
Okay.
So seconds is implied in there. Is that better? Okay. Now, when we talk about Neptune rotating or orbiting the Earth or the Sun, whatever planet it is, or whatever that thing is that orbits, do we talk about it in terms of how many seconds it takes?
Yeah, that sounds cool.
No, we don't. I don't want to sound cool. We'll probably talk about that being in terms of years. Okay? So, how can I determine how many years that would be?
3,600 divided by 24 divided by
How'd you do to the third problem?
You divide by 60, then you divide by 60.
3,600.
Where?
Or you divide by 3,600, whatever. Then you divide by 24,
You go to
then you divide by
math?
365.
No, don't do seconds, just go to math. You got it? Okay. Alright, so I want to divide this number by 365. I'm going to divide that by 3,600. And divide that by 24. And it's 164 years. This is number 6 on page 178. Now, someone with an electronic device, do a search and ask how many years it takes for Neptune to orbit
Someone asked Siri.
around the Sun.
Someone asked Siri.
LTE.
Huh?
I said someone asked Siri.
Does someone have Siri in here?
Oh,
How many years does it take for Neptune to orbit?
Is it calling someone?